Okay, so here we are one more time on this Sunday afternoon lime. Welcome, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. And a big thank you to anybody who is watching right now. So please share the page, everyone, and so that we can get as many people on here as possible today. Thank you again so much for joining me one more time. And namaste and good afternoon to all of you who are locked on to this live right now. I do hope you're all staying safe and wearing your mask at all times. Please do remember to practice social distancing and keep wearing those masks. My heartfelt sympathies goes out to all of those who have lost loved ones to this really nasty virus called COVID-19. With that being said, I also want to convey my condolences to the parents and family of Andrea Barrett of Trinidad and Tobago. I do hope that the authorities will give this family some justice that they so truly deserve. I mean, nobody deserves to be killed in such a manner. And we all know that no matter how heavy a sentence is, um, it doesn't bring back your loved one, but at the same time, at least it gives you some peace of mind to know that there was some, uh, you know, justice that's being delivered. Um, I know there was a lot of talk about, people talking about, uh, this girl, people are going to go on social media, they're going to talk about it, and then it's just going to dissipate, um, a few days later or whatever. Uh, I just want people to remember that as women, as young women, as older women, as women in general, we need the protection of our government. We also need the protection of our law makers, and you, the people, have a say. You can vote better government, and you can do something about it. Don't let this slide just like that. You guys need to do something about it. Your votes do count. And for those of you who are joining in right now, please take a moment and share the page. And I just want you guys to know that I appreciate your support and your love always. And I know today is Super Bowl Sunday, and I may not get a lot of views here today because everybody is like all geared up for Super Bowl today. And I know in this household we're preparing for that game as well too. So for anyone who's watching right now, thank you so much for joining in. And we just had CSM semifinals last week. And I don't want to talk much about CSM because our show today is not about CSM, but I did want to talk a little bit about um, the comments that were made about Canada being knocked out of the competition. Now, I don't think it had anything to do with the contestants' ability to perform, but everything to do with the poor production. So I hope that the governing bodies of CSM is taking note of all that went wrong with our Canadian production, and maybe they can fix it moving forward to next year. And that is all I have to say on that. And I just want to wish all of the finalists who have progressed to the finals, which is happening, I believe, this Saturday, February 13th. Um, Good luck. And I hope that Guyana brings that crown home because you guys came out with three super, super hit songs. And hats off to Avinash for doing a fantastic job with the music, and to our three superstars in Guyana. You guys are making waves all across the world. So thank you so much. I'm a proud Guyanese to say that. And I just want to say thank you all so much for bringing Guyana to the forefront of music in this industry. And I wish you all the best, and I will be rooting for you guys. And I look forward to watching the CSM finals on Saturday. So congrats, and you all had a great team working behind you to make it happen, and so did the U.S. Team as well. Ranji Ramdin did an excellent job with his production. So again, good luck to all of you on the finals on February 13th, and I'll be watching. Okay, so for everyone who is watching today, why don't you tell us where you're watching from? I know we've got Ben Singh on right now. Chris Ridoy, I know he's in South Africa. Steve Chen is in Toronto, and Ermala Singh, my sister, is on watching right now. She was supposed to co-host with me again today, but she is still not well. We've got Donna Gaffar all the way from Guyana, and Vishnu Sivacharan, who is watching from Guyana as well too. So please share the page, guy. Everyone, please share the page, share the link, and let everyone in as well. And if you're wondering why I'm dressed in my Indian gear today, it's because I was doing a recording, so didn't have time to change. Um, Today we will be talking about the winners of the chutneymusic.com Raja Rani Chutney Soka competition that just took place. I, I believe the finals was yesterday and the winners were announced yesterday. So, uh, this competition, um, we have a lot to talk about this competition. But before we do that, I think I want to bring my guest in before we get into any type of conversation right now. So why don't we bring in Jason, Sookram, and Dr. Visham Bhimul. Let's welcome them in. There
I
we
thought
go.
I was going on I thought I was going on second. Hmm.
No. I had to do my little intro there as well too before I brought you on. And
Okay.
where's Dr.
Probably
Visham?
was he's on there somewhere. Let me just
Oh, he's
adjust.
on, but he doesn't have his camera on.
Yeah, technology for you and the lack of using it. Put
I swear anything can happen with technology these
yeah,
days
put
because I mean,
on your cam.
only
Well,
last
I am
I was
on
trying
multiple meeting platforms, Zoom, Team, Microsoft Team, StreamYard, all kind of thing, you know.
StreamYard, OBS, and the whole works.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
it's never ending. I believe this is what our communication is going to look like going forward. Absolutely. Well, Jason, thank you for being on. And is Dr. Bisham going to join us at all?
Okay, let me just give me a message them there, put on your cam, answer the call, put on audio, put on audio. Maybe sleep away. I don't know. No, he was waiting. He's probably not too sure what to do.
Uh-huh.
We could go ahead with me, and when he figures out his stuff, he could come in.
All right. Okay, no problem. So why don't we start with you telling us a little bit about this competition? I know back in November we talked about
Mm-hmm.
the inception of it, of what you wanted to do, and then right after, like as soon as you announced that this was happening, then CSM jumped on board and said, um,
I You
"There,
really want to go down that road?
no. It's not a
What?
debate. It's just facts. It's what happened, right? So I'm all about bringing the facts to the table. So I don't want to fight them.
Okay. All you just remember is Mala said this, not me. I
Aaron,
didn't tell Mala to say this, eh? She did this of her own free will. So
yeah,
yeah, Mala, continue. I just you take me,
Aaron
you catch me off guard there.
off bacchanal about the CSM and everything last week
Yeah.
already. So
But if we're going down that route, trust me, I have plenty things to talk about.
Okay, but what I'm trying to say is that you came
Mm,
on my show
mm,
in November and you talked
mm,
about this Raja Rani competition, that it was going to
mhm.
be the first. You wanted to introduce this so that we can have a Raja and a Rani, a queen and a king.
International competition.
Exactly, international competition whereby
Mhm,
anybody from around the world could participate.
mhm.
Now, when you did that, CSM decided to move in and they're like, oh, well, we're going to do the same thing.
Right.
Let me ask you a question. By them announcing that they were going to do CSM virtually as well, did that impact the participants at all? The type of participants that you had on your show?
I would say no. Um, that did not affect us at all. Yeah.
It, okay.
Mhm.
Short and sweet. I did have a couple of questions for Dr. Bimal, but oh, I'm
No,
asking.
let's go ahead with this. This is interesting. It start off very nice, very nicely.
Well, no, because it's important because I want to know how it impacted.
Okay, let's see. Not too sure what it is going on here.
All right, so
Yes.
we've got Dr. Bimal on right now, and before I go any further, let me just do a little intro on him because I mean everybody knows who Jason is, but nobody
Really?
knows who Dr. Bimal is. So
Oh,
Dr. Bimal is a primary care physician from Trinidad and Tobago who is a linguistic enthusiast, a media personality, poet, and author. He is proficient in Dutch, French, Hindi, Caribbean Hindustani, Antillean French Creole, and Spanish. He is a former executive member of the Trinidad and Tobago Medical Association, executive member of the NCIC, and Hindi Foundation of Trinidad and Tobago. Well, Mr. Bimal, welcome to the Sunday afternoon line. Should I call you Doctor? Dr. Bimal?
No, Visham is fine.
oh, you figure out your life there, boy. Very good.
I was just talking to Jason about our conversation back in November when he announced that he was going to do this Raja Rani competition, and then CSM just decided a month later that they were also going to do a virtual CSM as well. So I wanted to know how that decision impacted CS your competition, if any.
Well, I mean, Jason and I have been collaborating for some time now. We had some discussions regarding lyrical content creativity. Unfortunately, an Indo-Caribbean person, at least in Guyana and Trinidad, they don't understand the Hindustani language. Um, so that yeah, the language is lost, and when language is lost, the essence of what a culture is also lost. Yeah.
Right.
I have, Jason has been following me. I've been translating songs over a particular period of time. Songs of languages, a language I have not spoken as a child, but now I speak. I grew up with my grandparents in that environment. Um, Jason and I have discussed the content with regard to, well, at least what people sing about. Soca and Chutney Soca, no different. If we look at the calypsos from long ago, they also sing about a similar narrative. Jason and I have also spoken about the fact that um, there's you can say things in a panache with a touch of panache. I'll explain. I was speaking to my mom this morning. My mom doesn't speak Hindi, but she comes from that tradition where I guess the songs will be understood. So that the song Jadugar Saiya Chhod More Bhaiya Ho Gayi Aadhi Raat Ab Ghar Jaane Do. Everybody would know that song. And the meaning of the song essentially would be Jadugar Saiya, oh my enchanted beloved, Chhod More Bhaiya, let go of my hands. Ho gayi aadhi raat, it's now midnight. Ab ghar jaane do, let me go home. Um, well, not all your viewers will understand within the context of the poetry. Um, just now I have had conversations about this. Another song, I mean, I leave it up to your audience to decide, I mean, if it's salacious or not. And then the other one is Ah, this is a nice one. Um, कभी
Ratia.
आर कभी पार लगा तेरे नजर सया घायल किया तूने मोरा जिगर. So
No, use something that they would know now, like Ratia. Ratia is a
for
good
all the
idea.
people, Ratia me pusu, that's why Ratia pusu pusu
No,
le but
Ratia me dolaha.
no, I can't. This forum wouldn't
No,
allow for
see,
such.
if we're talking big people things, right? Whether we
No, but
want
you mean
to,
so you mean the content of Ratia is what is the
you
content
don't
of
have to
Chutney
go real
Kabir?
graphic, but okay. So Mala, the point I'm trying to make here, everybody like Ratia Medolaha, right? But the average person doesn't know what they're singing. If I were to explain to you the context of that song, you would go and take a bathe after,
Mm-hmm.
because it is very
I
suggestive.
drinking cold water, yeah.
Right, look, he's done getting hot already, So yeah, you go ahead there, Beams.
Right, so well, I mean, it's on chutneymusic.com, right? Okay, so that's a Gali tradition. The Gali tradition speaks of insults, which is pikong, right?
Mm.
Pikong
Also
meaning
known as song clash
throwing
in
words,
local.
yeah, because it happens in a local classical tradition.
Yeah.
But back to the point of the offerings, what we try to do to create. So yes, Raja and Rani competition, I remember discussing with Jason in October of 2020. And we
Mm.
said that, well, Jason has always told me that he wanted to crown a chutney
Yes.
queen, because women are in a separate caliber from men, Venus versus Mars. That I could be seen to be sexist by saying that, right? But again, women and men, honestly, women are
That
from Venus.
that brings me to another question that I had for you guys later on
So,
in the program, because
so
I want to know why separate the sexes. You know,
Oh, I
why
thought you was
separate?
going to say something else.
Can you not
well,
not are you saying then that by doing a Raja competition, a Rani competition, you want
okay,
women cannot compete with men
no,
with the same
no.
title?
So, Jason, I wanna take this one. Okay, so you have to realize that the tradition of singing with regard to what the context of the songs are. Most of the times, men would sing the songs, and it would be a narrative from a woman, right? The songs I sang there was a woman singing the song, which is Kabhi Aar Kabhi Paar Laga Tere Nazar, and the other one. Um, Society has always been unfair to women. We agreed women only now started to vote, women only now started to
Mm.
grace the halls of education,
Mm-hmm.
and so much so that they have surpassed men, at least in this modern time. So because and I want to give my experience from it because I'm an Indian male. I had this conversation with my brother today. I'm an Indian male with regard to what privileges I enjoy in life, from tradition handed down from my grandparents to my mom. I spoke to my mom about. My mom's a working lady. She is I can't say her job here. She works in the judiciary essentially, and she has been a working mother, waking up 5 o'clock in the morning to cook food for my dad, who would, these division of roles were very demarcated in our Indian community, Indo-Caribbean. And I think that in my opinion, women have been treated unfairly. Decision I share this, and it reflects even in the chutney suka, even in the offerings of the other platforms with regard to now making the announcement that we should have a Rani. But I think Jason had that idea about Arani for a
Since
long time now.
2018.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did. Yes.
and I think it's about time we create the opportunity for women. And then the other thing is once we change the status quo, because we have to change status quo. Women started to vote. Women were in the halls of education, or at least raised the halls of education. Um, all women had was just their beauty initially, and that was something that would have
Mm.
led them into at least into the halls of greatness. But they are underestimated and they are what's the word? They are underestimated and they are
Not
given a
properly
short end of the
represented.
stick. Given
Yeah.
a short end of the stick with regard to opportunities offered to them within
Mhm.
well, at least in the current platforms, which is what we try to change.
Mhm.
Right, right. Now, let me ask you about this competition itself. So you had the Jason, how many How many videos were submitted in the beginning?
Hmm. Can't really recall. I can't recall right now, but it was an appreciable amount.
Okay. And so how did the process of elimination worked with that?
Okay, so we had introduced to several routes that is starting from the prelims, right? Several routes to reach the final, which is the wildcard route and the judge's decision. So Dr. Visham Bhimul, head judge, he was tasked to put together a team,
Yeah.
and he recruited Dr. Sharda Patisar, who is someone I have spoken with already, and she's a very accomplished woman. And we wanted a judge who would also that young ladies could look up to. And Dr. Sharda Patisa is a doctor in culture. She plays the sitar. She has been in culture since I was in Brown Pants in primary school,
Mhm.
you know. And then we had a Bollywood music director, a native in Hindi speaker, and an accredited movie music producer coming into the fray. So they would have picked people based on our scoring, which was very easy: singing ability, presentation, creativity, originality, right? And then we would have the people's choice, which was done via polls.
Mhm.
And then we would have popular vote, which is the usual views thing that everybody doing now,
Right.
right?
Mm.
And
Yeah.
then it will go from that number to maybe 10 or so, and then 5, because we wanted our, you know, there's a quantity versus quality, right?
Yeah.
So we wanted 5 at the hardest hard based on what we got, right? And that was seen in the final. Less than 1 hour. When the show finished, people were wanting more, was left wanting more.
Well, you had, were you disappointed that not too many of the top names took part in your competition?
Oh, Mala, wait.
I got answer it if you want, Jason.
No, wait,
Because
wait. It's a shock that she asked me this because I know she's not a woman who like to because Nicholas messaged me and say Mala choking fire, and I very that is why I'm so taken back. Not the answer, but I don't know Mala to be this type of person. Just repeat that question again, please.
I I'm not involved in the politics of this business. I just ask straight questions. I'm a
Okay.
straight shooter.
Well,
So
I hope you know the repercussions of what I'm going to say right now. Yes, I was disappointed, but those of us in the know why many of these people did not come in this competition, right? The politically correct question, I mean answer, sorry, the politically correct answer would be this is the first ever CRC competition, and they were being very cautious and looking to see what would transpire.
yeah, I think that's a really good answer as well.
Thank you.
It's a safe answer.
No, but I mean, Mala, you in the business long time, and you are also a promoter as well, and you don't need to stretch your imagination. And all these people who claim to be chutney soka pundits and all this kind of thing, they know what's going on. They know what's going on. I know what's going on. I don't need to say it, right? I don't
Yeah.
need to say it, but I would say just, and I learned this from Dr. Visham Bimal. He said, "Don't burn the bridges," and I would welcome any and all of them. 2022, October or November 2021.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me do this thing. Thank you.
I just wanted to add to the conversation.
Okay.
Sure.
Remember that the other platforms have the same people coming here after you. They don't create space and opportunity for the younger ones. I have a problem with that. And that is why I partner with Jason to create this platform. Because if
Pop your
you
color. Pop your color one time. That's a real good answer.
and the thing is that if you look at those who won, these are people who are not popular on the scene. Um, these are people who should be pushed, and these are people who try to compose in language,
Nurture.
which I really appreciate. Because
Yeah.
the fact is that is what I wanted to achieve with collaborating with Jason.
Hmm.
Awesome. Okay. Moving on to the next question then. Were there any suggestions of vocal lessons to any of the contestants at at any point?
Hmm.
I should answer this pretty soon.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
And there's a reason why I
um,
say that.
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
tell you after.
But okay, so because I want to explain something to you. Tulsidas, writer of the Ramcharitamanas, wrote in Sanskrit in his opening verses. Um, Reasons to be accepted within the status quo or the elite. And then after he wrote in the language of the people, which was seen as backward. But Sanskrit elevated that already to a standard.
Hmm.
So at the end of the day, I speak Hindi, I speak Bhojpuri.
Hmm.
If I There is a status quo, there is a standard with regard to the performing arts, but at the end of the day, every expression is valid. So
Hmm.
if an individual is trying even to speak a language, or an individual is trying to even
No, but she
make it
talking about
big,
the singing ability. She say she's
yeah,
talking about
no,
the
no,
sing.
no, yeah, yeah, they should. I agree. Yes, I comment to art. Just the time I don't beat around the bush.
Yeah, don't
They
beat
should
around
work
the
on.
bush.
There was, there was, there was. They should, because they have potential,
Hmm.
and we are here to groom that.
No, so what he trying to say is that we didn't really want to comment on the singing ability too much because we now starting off and we don't want to be too dismissive. We want to be so in other words, long story short, we took it easy on them because they were brave enough to at least enter, right?
Mhm.
And some people they would have been well, I don't want to say weak, but they needed development vocally, but these things could be fixed in time.
Was that something that was mentioned to them during the judging?
No,
Why not?
Vishan?
Okay. Um,
Yeah, why not? Because I mean, okay, I looked at CSM and I looked at the judges and they were criticizing a lot of the
yeah,
seasoned
but
singers
right. So what
who
I
sang
wanted to,
that
and your body
really,
point,
really
your
well.
body, your, so you have to realize this is a new brand. We don't want to shy anybody to shy away. When Jason had
Hmm.
created this competition,
Nobody
Jason,
knows it.
I say, nobody want to enter. As like Jason, probably we setting our standards and heights too high. We have created a brand. This brand needs to move forward. We cannot exclude people, right? We wanted to encourage them to do their best. And
Hmm.
then we take them under our wing to train them to be the best
Hmm.
internationally, to perform
Because
in
it's one
concerts in the
thing
Netherlands and Suriname and the other places.
it's one thing to tell somebody they can't sing or you're weak vocally, but what is that other event doing to build up these people? We have workshops planned where we would actually work with them to develop them with subject matter
Well,
And
yeah,
experts.
with
well,
our links in,
that's what I'm getting
Bollywood
at
as well, right?
because that's what I'm getting at as well. Because I mean, if you when you're judging and if you're telling someone, okay, well, you know what, you're weak in this area or you're weak in that area, but
Mm,
there's a possibility that we can help you to
mhm,
grow, right? So I think that is
I
what is
think,
needed rather than
I
saying,
think,
okay, well, you're great and there was
I
really,
think that is what was transmitted in
yes,
the
mm,
context of um, with regard to communicating with them, because I think Jason had communicated. There's an issue with the judges communicating with the competitors.
hmm
That's a conflict of interest. So
yeah, that's a
we
big
kept
conflict,
our
man.
distance. We kept our distance, and through the organizer, we communicated. And Jason did explain to them and did assist with their videos and their productions and everything else.
okay.
Um, but addition to the point, I want to point out the judging ability and the skill of the judges. I speak Bhojpuri, I speak Hindi, I compose lyrics. Sneha Kanwalkar composes music. She also well, I mean, lyricists also write lyrics for her music. Shara Patesar has a PhD in the Caribbean music.
Mhm.
So I think our judges, with regard to our device we are given, I from the lyric side, Sneha from the production side, Sharda from the music side, we were able to guide them indirectly through Jason.
Mhm.
Okay. So what you as a Dr. Bimal, this question is for you as a Hindustani linguist. What
Not linguist, language enthusiast. When I get the PhD, I'm gonna learn it.
language enthusiast? Okay.
Mm.
All right. what were some of the elements you were looking for in the artist's
Okay,
songs, especially when
right.
some of the contents are about rum, women, horning, sugar daddy, etc., etc.
Right, and remember what tragedy happened in Trinidad, we have to bear in mind how lyrics influence our society and how it contributes to the social ills. If you look at the content of our performers, they utilize the language well. You didn't have to be something in Hindi Hindustani, but all of them did try because the majority of them did try their skill at the language, which is that's my forte. We do have the other judges here, but I could probably add to their comments. Um, the other judges, I'm tone deaf. I don't know about music. I just know language. Whereas the other judges, that my specialty, right? Apart from this primary care. Um, yeah. The other judges brought to the fore that because remember Shara Patisar is at a level of a sitarist. Sneha Kanwalkar is at a level as Bollywood. Are just speaking on their behalf. Even though they encouraged behind the scenes, we don't want to point out the negatives here, and that's why Jason was alluding to what discussions we had with our artists. One is that they have their individual skill; it could be groomed and it could be done over time. The judges, other judges weren't too impressed. I was impressed with the language. The other judges, being of the caliber that they are accustomed to, they still think a lot of work needs to be done with the artists. But again, we didn't want to shoot down anybody. We
Yeah.
want
And
this is raw talent. I don't know how best to say it.
yeah. We're not egging on nobody by saying yes, you're good to go or whatever. But we take a nurturing stance to our competitors rather than being punitive. And any singing lack or lack thereof ability would be reflected in the marks. It's not like everybody get 100 out of 100, you know?
So, and that brings me to my next question as well too, because was there any did you guys make remarks to the contestants once the judging part was done? Did you tell them anything at all? Did you give them any type of advice? Because
Well,
I
not
know, okay,
there.
so I know for me as an artist myself,
Mm-hmm.
I would really appreciate it if someone comes to me, if especially if I'm in a competition and say, "Hey, you know what? You did great. You did good,
Mm-hmm.
but here are the departments where you can improve. This is
Mm-hmm.
what's needed to get you from this level to the next."
Mm-hmm.
Would
Well,
that
yes. So that we did not go specifically to everyone because not everyone their ego, ego is a big play, right? Not everyone could take that kind of constructive criticism, and anybody not everyone could take that. You could tell them that, and if that is facts, right?
Mhm.
So the as Bisham said earlier, the line of communication is open. Some of them who really wanted to know how to improve, they came forward, and we put it as nicely as we could.
Right, right. Now, what was the viewership like? Did you get a good amount of people watching all of?
Well, we get about 1,000 subscribers on YouTube in one day. I don't think I need to say anything. You see, oh gosh, chutneymusic.com. I don't mean to gloat here, but this is facts, right? Views is nothing for chutneymusic.com. Everybody, we putting up normal videos of a boy playing dolak in temple, and that gain 100,000 views. So views is 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 irrelevant to us right now, but the changes in the conversation, the context of this whole chutney soca competition dynamic, the things that happened in recent times
Yeah.
shows that we are on the right track.
Okay. All right. Well, I think at this point I want to bring in the queen, the new queen.
Yeah, okay.
So let's bring her in and introduce her,
Mhm.
and we can bring in Daddy Chinee at the same time as well too.
Okay. That is it for me there?
No, no, no. I want you guys to stay on.
Okay, okay.
You still have a lot of information to give,
A
right?
lot of explaining to do.
Yeah. Where are they?
Hi.
I can't see you. Turn your video on.
I'm trying to.
It's in your bottom left corner.
Probably sit down in the dark.
Maybe. A point light.
How's
Thanks
No.
for advising the
Hi,
video
hi
edit, Miriam.
everyone.
Hello.
Hey,
Navita,
the
how are
famous
you?
yellow corner.
Yes.
So before we get any further, I just want to give a big shout out to Navita Mahato. She is the winner of the very first ever Chutney Soka Rani competition. So congratulations and welcome to the Sunday afternoon line.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am super happy.
Well, Navita, I really don't know much about you. So can you okay, actually hold that. Let me just do a little intro on Daddy Chinee here as well too. How are you, Big Daddy?
Hi, good. You hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
I'm as wonderful as you and Navita.
Thank you. You're such a sweetheart. And congrats on your big win, Chutney Soka Raja.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very
I
much.
could see why he's a good lyricist, you know. Anyway, go ahead.
Navita, why don't you start off by telling us, our viewers, a little bit more about yourself, because I really don't know much about you. And like I just spoke with you a little bit earlier today, and you know, I didn't even know that you were related to Rishi Mahato. So you can start off by telling us a little bit more about you and your musical background, and where you got your start from and all that.
Sure, thank you, Mala. For those of you who don't know about me, Navita Mahato comes from a musical family, and I go way back. My family go way back from my great grandmother to my grandfather and my father. May his soul rest in peace. Steve Mahato, top of the line keyboardist, and then of course Maha Productions, my brother Rishi Mahato. I've been into singing around more than 15 years now. All types of singing. Try to be versatile as well, because being in Mellowbugs was a big band, and we did all types of music. So I was actually trained by Rishi Mahato and my dad in the singing area, harmonies as well. And working with him in the studio, I got a lot of experience as well.
Right.
But that love and that passion for music will always be there.
So how nervous were you about performing for such a huge audience on this platform?
Not nervous at all. I was like Scrappy from Scooby-Doo. Let me at it, So I was really, really excited about it.
Awesome. Can you tell us how you prepared for this competition? You had contestants from all across the globe, competing for this title. So what made you so special?
Sure. Well, I have a strong support team. Musically wise, Bobby Mohan and the entire workshop 868. Musically wise, they provided the music on the video performance, and Nikolai, his son, did the videography. I also had Tassa and dancers. The dancers were led by Brian Mangru, Kalnayak dancers, and the Tassa was Southside Rhythm Tassa group. All I had to do was focus on my performance, and they did their thing. Also, I had my sister-in-law, Navita Ramsingh. She did all the decorations. I didn't have to tell her anything. She took over, and well, of course, clothes and jewelry came into that mix. I didn't have any headache with that. I only had to to study my performance then.
So you had a lot of help then?
Yes, I did.
Okay, all right, cool. Let's play your video, your finals video that
sure
gave you this win, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it.
Navita Mahato.
CRC 2021. I am Navita Mahato, and I'd like to congratulate all the contestants here tonight. Good luck. I would be proud if you allow me to be your Rani, and I would represent our rich culture and tradition. With that being said, I would like to present to you a form of our rich culture. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Southside Rhythms Tassa Group. For all the beautiful ladies out there. Ladies, I would like you all to be strong and empower yourselves by learning to love and respect yourselves first. And always follow your heart, follow your dreams. Tonight, here on CRC 21 stage, I would like to show you that I am following my dreams. I'm going to show you woman versatility. Y'all ready? Thank you. And with all that, you know what? I'm feeling the chunky. Are you ready to chunky with me? Wine, 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 wine. Chunky, 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 chunky. वृंदावन में रहस रचो है वृंदावन में रहस रचो है रीति चोरन रीति करोना रीति चोरन रीति करोना छोरे बलम मरे छोरे बलम मरे छोरे बलम मरे कहिया गहोना छोरे बलम मरे कहिया गहोना कहिया गहोना मरे कहिया गहोना कहिया गहोना मरे कहिया गहोना छोरे बलम मरे कहिया गहोना छोरे बलम मरे कहिया गहोना. Thank you, CRC 2021.
Wow, congratulations. Congrats. Congrats.
Thank you, thank you.
I
That
love
was a lot of hard work, mind you.
Yeah.
We rehearsed and rehearsed to get it tight and flowing properly.
Well, you know what? Hats off to you for doing that. Like, I mean, you didn't have to show skin. You had on your Indian garb. You danced. You chunky. You played a tassa, and you did all of that with providing a really strong message to other women out there. So hats off to you for that.
Well, that is the signs of a true Rani, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, have you ever been in a competition like this before?
Yes, actually, I am a finalist of CSM 2020.
Well, congrats on that. You
Yes.
know, I haven't followed CSM until like this year. Like I started interviewing some of the singers and stuff, and then I got so involved in it, and you know, pushing, especially with Guyana being in the forefront of the competition this year. And so I really started taking notes on the on CSM. So I'm sorry if I missed your contribution last year.
That's okay.
But
I
you
also have performed in many tours, Suriname, Guyana, Canada, Miami, with my past band Melobugs, and I've performed in a lot of concerts. So this sort of discipline and training had been embedded into me
awesome.
to produce a performance like that.
Nice. Dr. Bhimul, I just want to ask you a question. What was it about Navita's song and performance that stood out to you to make her a winner compared to all the other female contestants?
Right, remember I judge only the language aspect of it, right? The others judge the melody and choreography and everything else. Obviously, I would have taken that into consideration. But remember the fact of the tassa, yes. In the performance, I guess, and we could see that she is a seasoned person with regard to, because our score sheet was basically a singing ability, which she scored high on, the performance, creativity, as well as, Jason, what was the other one? I forgot.
I don't have a squash eat in front of me, boss.
All right. Creativity and I think
Versatility.
Versatility.
That's not
it was
it.
something else. It was four categories.
Originality, creativity,
Originality, yes, that's the other one.
Originality.
Right. So I
performance
mean,
and stage presence, singing
right.
ability, and then the
Well, I
looks.
mean, I don't have to. It speaks for itself there, right?
Yeah.
Then I just added the whole issue. I don't know if your audience understood. Sorry, understand it. What the song meant, but
Yeah.
Choro balama more bahia. Bahia is hand. Rahona. So leave my hand.
Alone.
Let go of my hand, kind of
Let
beloved, kind
go.
of thing. Now. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Let go of my hand. Okay. All right. I just want to read a couple of comments that I have here. We have quite a few people who are watching right now. Mr. Ben J. Singh is watching as well. Babita Ram Narayan, Kevin
Then take
Jailal,
it easy on them, eh?
Krish Reed, Pramala Singh is watching as well. Savi Kellerman is watching. Nicholas Balroop. Nicholas is saying good day, everyone. And Savi said hello to everybody as well, too. Krish Ridoy's messages, congrats to the winners, Raja and Rani.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Tom
you.
Singh is saying good afternoon, everyone. Alicia Mangru is watching from Aruba.
Boom.
Wow.
Anthony Prasad is watching here from Toronto. He's also a up and coming musician. And so Urmila Singh is saying congratulations to the Raja and Rani. Great job. She's also saying, please say hello to Daddy Chinee for me and send him my congratulations.
Daddy, you're making a big impression, eh, boy.
It's very
Ben
popular with the
J.
ladies, you
Singh,
know.
I think so.
Ben J. Singh said, excellent production, Miss Mahato.
Thank you very much.
Carmela said, Miss Mahato's performance was on point, excellent. And Ben wants to know if your dad was called by the name of Viceroy.
No, he was called Sugar Fingers.
So Ben, there's your answer right there. Krish Ridoy said, Navita, you worked hard to earn the title of Rani. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you for all that appreciation. Yes, I really worked hard.
Excellent job. Now, my next question is for all of you, whoever wants to answer it answers. Do you think that this new title of the Queen of Chutney Soka will make an impact on CSM and how they judge their female contestants?
But I mean, you talk about judging, so I would say yes. Because all the questions are probably for judges. I would say yes. It has because if we look at our announcement earlier, the category has been introduced to the Chutney Soka competition. I also want to appeared out of nowhere, and then take care of that opportunity for the woman performers. But I have a question regarding that because the issue is that then if it's a female title, could a female win the monarch as well as the title of the queen? A queen is a monarch. That's still up in the air. I don't understand that.
And what about if it's a duet?
Right, exactly.
It could be a him shim.
Binary. He sings as both. I don't know if you go win the queen or you go win the
There needs to be a binary title. Non-binary is, but non-binary or binary?
Anyway.
We have to talk to Daddy Chinee about his submission and his role in this as well too, because I know Daddy Chinee is one of Trinidad's biggest crossover artists who sings soca, chutney soca, reggae, R&B, soca parang, and has been entertaining the masses for years now. His motto is to have his music entice people all year round, no matter race. Well, Ricardo Melville, aka Daddy Chinee, was just crowned the first ever Chutney Soka Raja king.
Yay!
Yay!
And it feels good to represent the brand. And before I cut you, let me just say, Navita, you came to win, baby.
Yes, I did.
And if they didn't get a win, I'd be complaining. And that is Daddy Chinee. I will. She was very good, and I don't think I was good as a.
No, don't say that.
No, I'll tell you that. And let me tell you something. I put myself as a very good artist. I didn't really get time to do what I wanted to do for the show. But trust me, all the
Okay.
people listening right now, all the people listening and tuning in right now, know that next time to defend, Daddy Chinee coming. All right.
But as a judge, I must say you did handling language I mean, for somebody whose orientation doesn't come off to be as somebody from the Indo-Caribbean community, you probably have maybe some genetics there. You handle language really, really well. I was impressed.
Well, the people, I can see people are around as Bala was saying, I'm in the business a while and in the chutney business industry, and I deal with people who knows the thing.
Right.
And originality, I base myself on being original, and anybody know that Chinese in this industry, Navita, I know Navita since a small thing with her band, the leader than a family band. I'm sorry, Melobox. I was a part of Melobox together with Chris Garcia also.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
And so I came from all day gaining knowledge from all these people. So whatever I'm doing, let me tell you something. I was doing research. I do this, they go and sing something. I research and I ask a question.
Yes.
Then I proceed.
Right.
Like now, I can say right now, "Main tumse pyar karta hu." I love you. I really love you. Come cello baby, come go out with me. Come go dancing with Chinee.
But that's what I just want to highlight what the possibilities are here.
Before I go further, I just want to say Daddy Chinee didn't need vocal training like some other fellas.
Hey, oh yeah, come now, man. Hey,
okay, let me ask you a question. So you're a finalist in CSM, and now you're a winner of the Chutney Soka Raja competition.
Yeah.
Do you think
also in the Chutney Road Match competition?
Oh, nice. Okay. So do you think that this will impact your chances on winning at CSM?
Oh,
at all.
Mala, you're different. Mala, you're sure you want to do this? You're sure you want to do this?
I do. That's what this show is about. Like, let's speak the truth here, you know?
I don't think so at all. I don't think so at all. Because at the end of the day, it's music, and music is universal, the language, and it's not just about the one person. It's about the world.
Well,
and all individual artists.
I choose you as a winner, so I go route for you in that competition. I don't say to do.
Well, they can buy. Well, go ahead.
I'm surprised that you, as such an enthusiastic person for languages, that you weren't picked as a judge on that CSM.
Well,
oh my God!
Okay.
What is going on here?
No, I mean, at the end of the day, it's also about your networks and who you know in general. I mean, I am known internationally with regard to language, even in Suriname and Netherlands. And even they ask for my resources with translations and so. But again, the issue is, well, I mean, I always push for language, and that's what I want to see. Also, I push for the narrative to change with regard to the lyrics. And I would, well, I mean, I was put there for a reason to judge the language. So I would obviously, if you attempt in the language, I would give our originality as well as the creativity. I think has a big part to do with it. As for the answer to the question, I don't know. Maybe I'm too busy.
What? Mala answering that question also. Back in the day, Ricky Jai won the CSM and also George Ramla, the national chutney competition also. There was two different competitions having Trinidad and Tobago. One was by George Singh and one was by Ramlal.
Yeah.
Ricky Jai was the two. Won the two at the same year.
Oh, history. Nice. Okay. Yes. So then you're saying that the judges...
Competition is competition, and the artist is the artist. You must respect the artist for the artist, make their living and what they do.
That's a good statement.
Yes, I agree.
And then the other thing I want to say about that is that we underestimate our cultural potential and Indo-Caribbean brand, even soca. And that is what Caribbean Hindustani and Chutney Soka trying to promote. So that we're going to carry these artists, whether they come through second or third internationally, and make them such big names that now they could utilize and earn money through their passion.
That's right.
Okay. Daddy Chinee, tell me, what was this competition compared to as in CSM? Was there any difference?
Well, first of all, it was a little hectic to me because I started off into the year doing a lot of things, virtual shows with RG band, and getting other things together, again, videos together, doing music. Up to now, I after supposed to release a soca, I do a cover of Johnny King, Darling, I don't want no other woman but you, darling. And up to now, I released that because of how everything come up on me, and I wanted to take part with, I want to talk to Floops, and Floops say, I say I'm on board, I give him a word. I did. So I wanted to be on board with everything. And so I was like, so it's a little tough for me getting together. Even right now, I get a lot together, doing a lot of things together. So, but I keep and I enjoy the competition. And let me tell you something. I personally think I can do 100% better, and I will.
Well, let's take a look at
good answer.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at that winning performance then, shall we?
The crossover artists. And my message is one people, one race, the human race. All lives matters. Oh! Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, gee. Yeah, yeah. Give me the dollar, give me the dental, give me the harmonium. Give me the dollar, give me the dental, give me the harmonium. Give me the dollar, give me the dental, give me the harmonium. Give me the dollar, give me the dental, give me the harmonium. Dollar put away, dental put away, dollar put away. Hear this sweet harmonium playing, dollar put away, dental put away, dollar put away. Hear this sweet harmonium playing, is the Indian inside of me. Make me speak Hindi. Medan and Chinee, and the real Karune, the sitar and the African drum, playing the sweet rhythm. Medan and Chinee, and the real Karune. No bad vibes in here, no evil can hold us down, no, no. I send in my soca chutney to all island, winding low, low, winding low, low, winding low, 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 low. Come on, yeah, Hilawe. Maria Hilawe, Maria Hilawe, Maria Hilawe. Move your body like a snake in India. Wind your waist like a dancing hula. Wind it fast and wind it slow. Free yourself and let yourself go. Every creed and race life matter. Spread the word and the talk all over. Send the love from my island. String back over on the whole island. Don't lock the away. Don't talk the away. Don't lock the away. Yeah, this sweet harmonium playing, don't lock put away, don't talk put away, don't lock put away. Yeah, this sweet harmonium playing, rhythm in me, 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 rhythm in me. Indian, African and Chinese, a sweet mix inside of me, Medan and Chinee, and the real Karune. Positive vibes and energy. I bring my smile for the world to see. Medan and Chinee, and the real Karune. No bad vibe in here, no evil can hold us down, no, no. I send in my soca chutney to all nation. Winding low, low, winding low, low, winding low, 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 low. Come Maria Hilawe, come Maria Hilawe, come Maria Hilawe. Move your body like a snake in India. Wind your waist like a dancing hula. Wind it fast and wind it slow. Be yourself and let yourself go. Every creed and race life matter. Spread the word and the talk all over. Send the love from my island. Shouldn't make on all the kind. Don't lock put away. Don't tell put away. Don't lock put away. Hear this sweet harmonium playing. Don't lock put away. Hear this sweet harmonium playing. inside of me. Made and I'm shining on the real Corona. Positive vibes and energy. I bring a smile for the world to see. Made and I'm shining on the real Corona. Look for me.
I gotta look for you on Saturday. Awesome performance, man. Oh my gosh, I love the song. It's so good. And I want to read some of the comments. We've got Vinod Bisram from the Caribbean Angels Band in New York City saying, kudos, Jason Floops, chutneymusic.com for the initiative. And he also saying that, congrats to the Queen, Miss Mahato, and also congrats to you, Chinee Daddy. Daddy Chinee.
Chinee Daddy, I'm taking it.
See, before I didn't even know your name was Ricardo Melville.
Melville, yeah, my government name. My government name.
So Chris Rita is saying a powerful performance, Daddy Chinee. Let's see. Cape Palo is on as well too, and he says, what did he say? Big up Daddy Chinee, Jason, and your judge. Good editing with your audio on your performance.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. What's going on today, boy?
Michael Nalini Naidu, congratulations. Urmila says, great job showcasing talent. And big up to Daddy Chinee. Cape Palo is watching. Shabana Nod Gurdial is watching as well. Ariana V, Joey Lazarus. Yeah, and Urmila says that competition in various forums and platforms are healthy for all performers. It encourages growth and opportunities for exposure to wider audiences.
Thank you. I like that comment.
Yeah.
That's when it's done properly, yeah?
Come on, you were supposed to be co-hosting with me today. And Ben Singh says, two excellent choices for the first place, Raja and Rani. Mahato. Music and lyrics tells the story of the culture. Yeah. So thank you, Ben, for your comments. Thank you, everybody, for your comments as well, too. So Daddy Chinee, I mean, you've got CSM finals coming up on Saturday.
Yeah, and you want to choose match competition also.
Yes.
If you win all three, you go win a hat trick there, boy.
Hat trick. Yeah. You never know, because I mean, word in tongue, I mean, when it comes to HR, I know that the Chinese boss.
That would be awesome if you win all three. Like this one is under your belt already, and this two.
You be the marshal.
You never know. I was always sick. What is the boss? God is the boss.
All the time.
I just wanted to add here that you could see that he knew what the lyrics meant. Maria Hilawe means to it.
So it's in the facial expression.
So you saw it in the facial expression. And Mera Naam Chinee is obviously everybody knows. Thanks, guys, for teaching people Hindi through language. That's what I wanted.
That is what we are about.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I look forward for my next chutney next year.
We are peace.
Dr. Bhimul, I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked about Navita's performance. What was it about Melvin's song and performance that made him the winner compared to the other performances of the finalists?
Well, as you could have seen, in portrayal and in language and the explanation, his voice as well, originality and creativity. The new expressions I heard from Maria Hilawe, Mera Naam is a popular, Mera Naam Raju, you know that from a Bollywood film, Hindi film. So the fact that he was able to carry the language, the melody and the beat, the message that was transmitted about unity, that I loved all these things. And as Dr. Visham Bhimul, I like to promote a Trinbagonian identity. And often you would find that, yes, and what he markets well, because he doesn't, there was one friend who speaks Hindi. She looks mixed, and she had reached out to me. I was in the Hindi Foundation, and she spoke Hindi, and the Hindi Foundation had put out something, and she spotted an error, and she called. And when I looked at her Facebook, I was like, yeah, but she doesn't look anything Indian. So this issue of identity, which is challenges, is something that that just something I like.
I'd just like to jump in here. For those of you all who follow chutneymusic.com, the movement and community, we are slowly but surely showing that there are many people who would not usually be interested in chutney. They are showing interest now because we are now providing that platform for them to grow and learn Hindi. Myself and Visham always talk that Hindi is such an easy Hindi, Bhojpuri, what have you, such an easy language to understand and learn, but you need to get practice. And just like Urmila Singh was saying, competitions when done in this manner will provide that kind of impetus to do these kind of things.
Yes, absolutely. Well, with that being said, I want to wish our two Raja Rani all the very best in your future endeavors. I mean, what's next for you guys, especially for you?
Navita will sing something that we worked on. So basically, she'll give you a taste of what the possibilities are. She would sing it, and well, she knows the meaning. So let's see if your audience might know what the lyrics mean. Navita.
Sure, so I'll take it away. Trinidad ke khana pakana, ए दुनिया बड़ा है न्यारा. Trinidad ke khana pakana, ए दुनिया बड़ा है न्यारा. दाल भात और टमाटो के चोखा, आलू पलौरी और अचार मसाला, सिल और लोढ़ा से पीसे पुदीना, सिल और लोढ़ा से पीसे पुदीना, दारू शराब पिलाना, ए दुनिया बड़ा है न्यारा. दारू शराब पिलाना, ए दुनिया बड़ा है न्यारा.
Wow.
I think it's self-explanatory. Everybody would know what those lyrics mean, at least 80%.
So if everyone is feeling hungry, yes, it was about
Baranchana.
Trinidad.
Baranchana inside.
Yes.
I picked up on the sill and the lorha.
Yes,
A
on
piece ke
pizza,
piece podina.
we were grinding the podina on the sill and the
Solani
lora.
Lorha.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds like you were making doubles.
I hear
Next
Baran
verse,
Masara.
probably.
Wow, masala, right?
Anchar masala.
And Charmasala.
Masala.
So it was written and composed by Dr. Vishal Bhimul, and I only learned it today in less than an hour.
Wow. So that's your next big
Very good.
production that you're coming out
Yes.
with. Awesome. Awesome. And you, Daddy Chinee, what's next for you?
Well, as I say, well, after the competition, I'm back in the studio. We can have some reggae to release also. My chutney. I started my chutney early this year. And soca. And so forth. And we have shows and thing and normal thing, you know. Small
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Well, congrats again, guys. I really, really appreciate your time here today. And before you go, I know that Jason has some big announcements to make. Jason, take it away.
Okay, so for those of you all who watched the show live and watched till the end, just like in cinema, we would drop a Easter egg towards the end. The chutneymusic.com awards is coming in December, right? I want to see they copy that too, right? So most of you all would have known that we have been doing the year-end countdowns for 3 years now. People fighting tooth and nail to get into the weekly countdown. Mala, you have been on that countdown as well.
Yes, I have.
And it is no better time than now to formalize the chutneymusic.com awards. And we will have things like you would have seen top female performer, top male performer, top song, top official video. I don't want to say too much because you know it have a lot of
Yeah.
copycats.
I learned a new word. Macoin.
Yeah.
That's a Patwa word, by the way.
Yeah, so just
Where it come from? Yeah.
ChutneyMusic.com Awards in 2021 December, as well as for CRC 2022, which starts in October, November. We will not be accepting any Bolini in this rounds, right? So we allowed that in 2021, but not this rounds.
Sorry,
We'll
can
be
you
doing-
explain what Bolani
What
is?
Bolani is? Yeah, how to do that?
Yes, so Bolini as is the song. Would you call that the song?
It's
Or
a body melody.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
Bollywood.
a Bollywood
chutney.
melody.
Bollywood. Yeah, Bollywood
Bollywood
melody.
chutney. So you take a Bollywood song, a popular Bollywood song, take the melody, and you sing it over in usually
It's English Creole. English Creole.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that right. So that we will not be accepting that because we are aiming to go 100% original, but we have to do it in a phase basis. We can't just go and say 100% original, ding, 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 because folk songs in itself, you can argue back and forth. Those things are not original as well. But we haven't reached that part yet. Bolini, no Bolini in 2022. And that is pretty much it for CRC 2022. But ChutneyMusic.com Awards, I've already sent out my proposal to the NCIC several times, well, twice, not several, twice to host the awards in the Diwali Nagar. They have not confirmed, but that is where we want to.
Awesome.
Go Napa or Sapa, you know.
Yeah, we can go that if we had government help, you know, but.
Well, still, you talk now, you come by go here.
Yeah, I know they listen. I know they listen. How are they going, fellas? Are they doing good? Are they keep it up? You know? And we go, this is what I want to say something by Oscar Wilde. He said that imitation is the best form of flattery, that mediocrity can pay to greatness. Full stop.
I think wrap my head around that one. And I'll
Yeah,
translate
we'll
it.
leave it. We'll
You're not
leave the
philosopher.
conversation at that. We'll definitely leave it at that. Well, Dr. Bhimul, I just want to say thank you so much for gracing this platform with your presence, and you know, I look forward to speaking with you again soon.
So,
I think we can. I would definitely love to work with you.
anytime, just let me know.
So, okay, absolutely. Daddy Chinee, thank you again so much.
Thank you, and
I
thanks
really
CSR for having me.
time. Thank you, and I wish you all the very best at CSM Finals on Saturday. Go knock 'em dead, champ.
Go for the
will.
hat trick. Go for the hat trick. Go for the hat
Yeah,
trick.
looking
Good
forward to
luck,
it.
Daddy Chinee.
I'm going hard. Very hard.
Yes.
And
Very
Navita,
good.
it was a pleasure meeting you for the first time and getting to know you. And you did an amazing job at this competition. Your song was absolutely mesmerizing, and your performance was really, really great. And I can see why you are now the chutney queen.
Thank you
First
so
ever.
much, everyone.
First
I
ever
am-
chutney soca queen in the world.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yes. Love you all.
Ever chutney soca queen. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me of that, Jason. And to all of you guys, Jason, I look forward to your CRC competition in 2022.
Hmm?
2022, right? Or 2020?
No, it's 2021. It starts in,
Yeah,
in
well,
October, November.
it'll be 2022, Jason, because remember we write exam. If I prepare from this year, I
Yeah.
write exam, but it's October 2021, which is
Well, 2022, you're correct. But I don't want to the prelims, it starts in 2020.
in October 2021. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And,
And it will
and
be
just I don't know, just before you all go,
Yeah.
Navita,
Yes.
speaking on behalf of you and I, anybody coming to beat us, they better come good next year because we are taking that.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
what
We're
I-
defending 199%.
Thank you. So whosoever coming, they better come very good.
Well, if I
And
there
the
next day, just make sure your competition Hindi good, and I'm gonna mark you up.
Real good. Real good.
Yeah.
Awesome, guys. Thank you all so much. And to all of our viewers who are locked on right now, thank you so much. Thank you for your wonderful comments. And I just want to say a big shout out to Yaksh, Vadia, and Paul Kadu and Asha Dan. She's like, well done to the CRC Rajan Rani 2021. So you guys are, people are taking notice now, Jason, and the ball is in your court now. So you're going to take it and run with this and make it much
Yeah,
better
man.
than what it is right now.
Yeah, I didn't expect I would be the leader for many people to follow. That is what I did not expect. But
Hey, you had swollen up there, boy.
no, that is evident. That is not me.
Okay.
That is evident for
All
everybody
right.
to see.
Okay,
All
guys.
right.
Well, thank you all so much. I appreciate your time. Thank you again.
Thank you, guys.
Shottymusic.com, all log on.
Awesome. Thank you. So to all of our viewers locked on, thank you again for watching, for being with us today. And just remember to be kind to one another, stay positive, and aim to make a difference in someone's life today. And until I see you guys next week for another exciting episode, let's be safe and stay home so that we can flatten the curve of this COVID-19. So thank you again, everybody, and we shall see you soon. I am going to end my session here with a really popular song. Let's see. Coming out of Guyana, and it's a chutney style from the Pua girl herself. So congrats to all of my CSM finalists, and I will be rooting for you guys. And I hope that somebody brings home that queen crown.
Climax.
Vanita.
Shetty Studios.
If you see her pua wine and swing she waist, watching the lava. All the ladies joining share. If you see her pua wine and swing she waist, watching the lava. All the ladies joining share. She can't wait to patch in our, can't wait to throw the bag. Can't wait to patch in our, can't wait to throw the bag. If you see her pua wine and swing she waist, watching the lava. All the ladies joining share. If you see her pua wine and swing she waist, watching the lava. All the ladies joining share.
When you come to Indian wedding, all you see is woman whining. When you see the lava patching, all you see is blue and whining. Guyana, Trinidad, what you say?
But I'm sitting by the river, thinking about the other future. But I'm sitting by the river, thinking about the other future. Sending shit on another home, can't bear to let she go. Hope they treat you like the way he used to do. Oh, if you see her pua wine and swing she waist, watching the lava. All the ladies joining share. If you see her pua wine and swing she waist, watching the lava. All the ladies joining share.
Why do come do If you see Poa whining, patching the lava. If you see Poa how she patching the lava. When you come to Indian wedding, all you see is woman whining. When you see the lava patching, all you see is blue and whining. What you say? Tell them.
But a billion shipuri, gathering the baratis.
Oh yeah.
But a billion shipuri, gathering the baratis. Friends and family from all over, telling she the tradition. She don't want no evil casting on she side. Oh, if you see her pua wine and swing she waist, watching the lava. All the ladies joining share. If you see her pua wine and swing she waist, watching the lava. All the ladies joining share. She can't wait to patch in our, can't wait to throw the bag, can't wait to pua wine and swing she waist, watching the lawa. All the ladies joining share. If you see her pua wine and swing she waist, watching the lawa. All the ladies joining share. If you see her pua wine and swing she waist, watching the lawa. All the ladies joining share.
Well, that's it for me for this segment, guys. Good night. Enjoy your Super Bowls parties that's happening right now, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. And have a safe week ahead. We'll see you again next Sunday, same time, same place. Mwah. Good night, everybody.